Hi everyone, let's begin how we have to operate tuples using Python. So tuple is an ordered collection of elements. You have seen earlier we have created some variables, but in that variable we are putting only one type of data. But here is tuple is we can store heterogeneous data set, right? For example, I have taken tuple 1 where the x is a character, that is a string. 2 is a number, numerical, and that is logical. So we have various kind of data we can put in a one simple variable, that is tuple. That means heterogeneous data we can put in the same one kind of tuple. But tuple is immutable. Once you had framed one, you had put it the values, so we cannot change these values further. So data frame we will discuss further, other kind of data frames also, like list. But list, when we will talk about list, that is mutable. I mean, that is we can change the values when we had put it in this data set, and that is concatenating tuple, and as well as tuple we have to create, how we have to repeat the tuple, how we have to use minimum and maximum values also. So let me start this. Now you can see, first of all, how we are going to create tuple. First of all, I had opened one new file, and this file I had renamed as tuple video. So in this video only we are covering only tuple, and you can rename also when you are going to open a new file. So what will happen? Let's say I had created this tuple equal to various kind of data, means I had put it one value is 2, then true is a logical variable, right? And that one is also, there is the one alphabet I had provided it, that is A. But when I had put it A, what happened? Let me run this. What will happen? It will give this kind of error message. Why it is giving? Because name A is not defined. Why name A is not defined? Because I had, this is a character, this is a string. It should be in the inverted commas. A moment what I will do, let's say I'm just putting here is commas. I'm just putting commas. So now, and let me run this. So now you can see output of this. Now there is no error message. Message is here is, you can see 2, true, 5.6.7 and A. Now, what we have to do, same thing I had repeated here. Now, I want to see what is at the first place. We have already seen indexing 0, 1, 2, and 3, right? So I want to see tuple 0, right? I will use this function and let me run. So now you can see at the 0 place, there is output is 2. Now I want to see what is at the last place. So what I have to do, tuple -1, and simply I have to run. So you can see that one is at the last place, this one is the A. Now suppose, let's say I'm just want to change this. Here is, you have to use parenthesis, square brackets you are going to use. Let's say I just want to write here, let's say 2 rather than 0, 1, and simply I have to run. So you can see, or the second place, you can see 0, 1, and 2. My number is 5.67. And now let's say I want to see what are the values at the one place. Simply I have to run, and now you can see output is true. So you understand, I mean, tuple is giving at the heterogeneous kind of data, and the complete data, it would reflect an indexing of that data at what values we had put it at the 0 place, 1 place, 2 place, and 3rd place. Now you can see length of the tuple. Suppose we want to know what is the length of the tuple. So then simply we have to use this function len, and within the round brackets we are going to use tup, because I had stored this value in this variable tup. So let me run this. simply I have to run this. And now what will happen? You can see here, now in this tuple, we want to see length. You can see moment I had run, there is the four kind of tuples, I mean four kind of numbers are here. And now I want to see complete, so this one is the 0 to 4 length. So simply I have to run this. And now I had created one more variable tuple 11, where I had put it 7, 8, 9. And simply I have to run this. And after that tuple 2, I had put it this value 10, 11, and 12. Now I would like to see how we have to put in the one tuple. So tuple 11 plus tuple 12, and simply I have to run this. You can see this is the variable. But when I'm using tuple 1 comma tuple 2, what could be the output? You can see output would be what kind of output within these. Our tuple 1 is a different kind of numbers, and tuple 2 these kind of numbers. And after that, what I'm going to use tuple 12 plus 11. You can see here is I had used first tuple 11, then tuple 2, but here is I had used tuple 12 plus tuple 11. That means this order is reverse. So now simply I have to run this. So now you can see 10, 11, 12 first, and 7, 8, 9 after that. But in this case, 7, 8, 9 first, and 10, 11, 12 after this. And now I want to use tuple 12 multiplied by 5. Let's say I want to use all these tuple 2 values that should be multiplied, I mean by 5 times it should be repeated. So simply I have to use this function tuple 12 multiplied by 5, and simply I have to run. Now you can see these are the values 5 times it has been repeated. And now I mean jointly we can use both these functions, tuple 12 multiplied by 5, as well as I want to see these values should be clubbed with tuple 11. So simply I have to use this function tuple 12 multiplied by 5 plus tuple 11, and simply I have to run this. Now I want to see minimum. What is the minimum value in tuple 11? Simply I will use this function minimum tuple 11, and then I would run. You can see 7 is the minimum value. I want to see minimum value in tuple 12, and simply I have to run this function. So 10 is the minimum value. You can see 10 is the minimum value. And what is the maximum value in tuple 11? And simply I have to run this. And now I want to see maximum of tuple 11. So simply I will use tuple 11. Max of, okay, fine, we did it already earlier, right? So I'm sure this video would be helpful to you. You understand what is the role of tuple, and we will continue in the next session some more data frames in Python. So keep watching. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.